My time in Thailand is something I will never forget. The word that comes into my head when I think about my journey is exposure. The exposure I experienced was not only the brand new culture I was immersed in, but also the people who I took the trip with. This exposure made me reflect and grow as a person and something I will cherish forever. The first experience that I had that made me truly feel like I was in Thailand and in a completely new culture was the Khan Tok dinner. I remember walking into the Great Hall and being so excited to have my very first authentic Thai dinner. We sat down and I remember being nervous to try all the new food and drinks.
That's my thing. I just video the entire thing.
If you feel like you want something more, you can make a request. You can say,
Awesome.
more, please.
Callie, what's your thoughts?
I'm really overwhelmed.
Review? Before meal review. 1 out of 10.
It looks really great. Like
9?
like a 10.
Alright, 10.
Like a 10.5.
10.
Shortly after that video, I feasted on one of the best meals I've ever had. I tried everything and it was all so delicious. I thought to myself when we were riding back in the vans that from here on out I would try every food no matter how spicy or weird that food seemed to me. This is a way I would expose myself to the culture and learn from the experiences being out of my comfort zone.
Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. No, I'll stand my ground. Won't be.
Throughout the entirety of the trip, something I reflected on was how people halfway across the world were living their lives in villages that were completely different than mine. I thought about my life and how I grew up in a suburb of Minneapolis, so fortunate to have a roof over my head and a loving family to support me. However, it also made me think about how I thought my life was better than theirs due to me having technology and more devices. I thought to myself, what makes my life better than theirs? I could not think of a good answer. I took this concept and thought how I could apply this to my life and my future experiences. To never judge someone on their lifestyle, even if it's different than your own, and to be understanding of the differences in one's life. One experience that I feel like embodied this concept is when we visited the Pha Nok Kok village and the Hmong History Center. We learned about how old Hmong cultures and the methods for weaving, harvesting, and other Hmong traditions. This video was taken in the Hmong History Center where she demonstrated handmade weaving.
King bây giờ John từ của CT nó bây giờ chế con này nó ni band chếก็โอเคเราจะเก็บได้
So you can tighten and then
ก็จะเก็บได้แล้วก็จะดึงมาเรื่อยๆ
có hai lúa mốc lên thì
ก็จะchú là ý chữ có mà chú hậu là ý chữ chứ thầu ai cũng khơi kia họ nói tan cho rồi thì có xét họ nói tứ
This was so awesome to see how Hmong people used to live and how they are still trying to keep these traditions alive. This is one of the main things I took away from the trip and I will take with me throughout my entire life.
Say someday, good look around. This is your hometown. This is your hometown. This is your hometown. This is your hometown.
Another topic that made me grow and reflect on myself was the way that Thai people view the topic of family. Throughout my time in Thailand, I could not help but notice how family and community are everything for the Thai people. It made me realize how important these aspects are for a culture to thrive and grow. As a person, I felt like I have always valued family, but observing the Thai people gave me a new light on how one should interact with their family or community. The way the communities helped each other for not only their personal gain, but also the community gain, fascinated me. I put a lot of thought in how I could do more with my family and community. I feel like the American culture promotes personal gain, but the Thai people promote personal gain, but in a way that it is selfless and beneficial to all. This is something that I personally reflected on quite a bit and how I could bring this mindset back into the United States. I also feel like this is something everyone could benefit from if we all just were conscious of this concept. Something that exposed me to new experiences and learning about myself was not only through Thai culture, but also with the people that I experienced the trip with. The people I went on this trip with not only made me a better person, but made me explore my values as well. As I was sitting in the airport and trying to envision who would I become close with, I couldn't come up with a clear answer. The uncertainty was nerve-wracking but also such a cool moment for me. I had no idea the experiences I would go through in the next 21 days. Being the only white male concerned me because I was worried about that I may be excluded from certain groups. This could not have been more wrong, and each and every person that went on this trip was open and sharing with me. This really resonated with me, and it's something I will try to emulate when I carry on with my personal relationships throughout my life. My personal interactions throughout this trip solidified never to judge anyone on where they came from. No matter what the background that person comes from, you could easily become close with them. The personal growth I went through on this trip due to my personal relationships is something that is hard for me to put into words. Never in my life would I expect to become so close to the people that I became close with. As I was sitting in my apartment trying to come up with answers to why this had such an impact on me, I came to the realization that the people that went on this trip were simply amazing. But what I also realized was that the Thai culture brought out the best of everyone. When you throw a brand new culture and with brand new people together, I feel like this is the best way to experience something. I am forever grateful that I did not know anyone before this trip. This gave me the opportunity to personally grow and meet new people through the vessel of a new culture. I learned more about myself in the 21 days I was in Thailand than I have ever before. It is a topic that sometimes I can't even fathom, but makes me so happy that I experienced with the people on this trip.
I used to rule the world. Seas had rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own.
In conclusion, this course and trip gave me something that the United States could never offer. That is the trip of a lifetime to a foreign land and with people from all sorts of backgrounds, whether it be students or faculty that had one goal in mind. That goal being immersing yourself in culture while learning about globalization, communities, and families.
I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes. Listen as the crowd